So Wolverhampton Poverty Truth Commission starts with a question, and that's what would the city look like if people who've actually experienced poverty were the ones who are working with business and civic leaders to create solutions?
It's been a very enlightening journey. There's a group of us that have experienced poverty within our city. So basically we got together as a group and started joining with the different businesses.
I think that's a really important part for so-called city shapers, that we're not used to listening a lot. We're used to telling people what our ideas are and thinking we have the answers.
It's been interesting being involved with people to learn a new way of thinking, because city decision makers don't usually get to talk to the people they're making the decisions about, and meeting them face to face, they had to sit back and listen and us move forward, and then we all move together on the journey and changed as people in the process, which is much more fun than being polarised.
But I've come to understand of recent it's more to do with change. Maybe I've come to find out that maybe we're not addressing issues that we didn't address before.
It's been running for about 12 months now, and I think it was an opportunity for, if we want a better word, decision makers within Wolverhampton City to meet some of the grassroots, people from the communities who are genuinely facing some of the impact about poverty.
And we found some of the people that have been on board have been absolutely brilliant with pushing it forward.
I'm very good at talking about things sometimes, but actually sometimes you've got to put your money where your mouth is, haven't you? And certainly the grassroots voices have absolutely made sure I've done that. They've nagged me, they've put pressure on me in a really, really helpful way.
We've shared those stories with all the people in those job centres to ensure that they really truly understand directly from the group, because they've had that learned experience. It's been a great experience for Poverty Truth and for the job centres.
The way to do it is to get decision makers and the community working hand in hand, and as business people we sort of go in and we want to get everything done as soon as we physically can do, and we were made to work at a certain pace and a certain way to develop the relationships and let the grassroots people come up with their own thoughts and their own solutions for it, and we were there to support that process. I think some of the business leaders around the table found it very hard to go at that pace and work in that way, but those who did stay through to the end, I found it incredibly beneficial to us, and I've developed some lifelong relationships in this.
One of our key values at Transforming Communities Together is working in partnership. So we're delighted to be working with the National Poverty Truth movement.
Got involved in Wolverhampton, and now I'm involved in the national group, which works with obviously trying to implement within national government as well as locally.
And that means that we're working with colleagues in Birmingham, in Scotland, in Leeds, in West Cheshire. And it's really interesting to see that some of the issues that our grassroots voices are experiencing here in Wolverhampton are actually part of a national picture, particularly around mental health, which every Poverty Truth Commission is now looking into.
It's been a very useful thing. I mean, initially I was a little bit sceptical because, you know, these things tend to come and go, but I feel that we've made some real positive changes.